Yo, what up? Thanks for the happy anniversary, man. Appreciate it. I had to set up. So I meant to go live like 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago. And when I loaded up, so I loaded up my OBS, and I was like, okay, I had to reinstall Windows, so it's like, oh, I just gotta reset the scenes. That wasn't difficult. That was very easy. I had it done in like 15 minutes. And then, let's see. I wonder if I can block Restream bot from that. I'll have to do that, because it sends it to my YouTube as well. So I'll go here and take care of that. That's one thing I hadn't seen because it wasn't up when I was setting up the widgets. So I loaded into my Streamlabs, and then I linked my YouTube and my Austin is jealous of your facial hair. Well, it was much mightier before. It was like down here. I had like a big beard, but I've since like trimmed it and shaved it. It was shorter than this before. But it's okay. I'm bald, so he doesn't have much to be jealous of. And the shave up here. So I went to my Streamlabs and I linked my YouTube and my Twitch, and I found out that all of my alerts are gone. And I was like, what the? So I was like looking through. I tried to log out of the YouTube. It didn't do anything. So, oh, can't grow a mustache. That's actually sad, man. That's sad. But Nova broke my stuff. No, not at all. So when I went in, I had to set up everything. I had to reset up everything. It was a pain. But now that Restream bot's muted on there, it should be muted. Hopefully. But I had to go through and I had to go find all of my old clips. Well, not all of them, but I basically had to find all of my clips to get everything reset up again. So I have all of my original alerts back, and then I can set up my Halloween alerts, and I still have all my Christmas stuff, so I can do that too. But I was mad because, like, none of this stuff was set up right. I was scared. I didn't think I'd be able to find my Trump clip again. I was almost sad I wouldn't be able to find that. Adding another subscription to the wall. And then I have Testonos. But I don't... Oh yeah, that's right. I still have to change that one. That's not the one. I wanted the... Is the Cha-Ching on here? They have the Cha-Ching one, don't they? There's like a coin one. Thanks. Nova probably did break my stuff. You know what? I'm gonna agree with that. It breaks a lot of things. Let's see. Coin, maybe? Magic coins? Yes, sir. And then they took out the old meow, but you know what? I put that sumbitch right back in. Because that was my favorite thing, having the coins. With the, if anybody remembers this, that's old school right there. It's super old school. I added an ending scene, which is something I didn't have before. I'm actually kind of happy about. But it's supposed to show, like, you know, followers, donators, and stuff like that. I wish it had a viewer thing, so it had like viewers on there. So if you were like viewed and you chatted, or maybe chatters and viewers, because I appreciate lurkers. Lurkers are like what make all of the streaming services the world go round, right? Yeah, Austin, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. The and then the bits are the same. I think I might just swap that over to, I don't know. Oh no. That's the one thing it's just. I also don't have any bit redeems, so I'm just gonna start working on my ad previewing, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna start working on just everything stream, because I used to stream a lot. Like back when I started was 2014, 2015. I started streaming, I think it was 2015. I streamed, no, it may have been earlier than that. 2014. I was streaming every day because I wanted to do the like 2-year challenge thing. I was like, I would stream every day for at least 2 to 4 hours after work. And I have so many different games that I did back then. I don't have all that footage though, unfortunately. My upload was like 2.5, 3 up, and it was a nightmare to make it work, to make it legible, to make it, you know, viewer worthy. I mean, obviously at that point it'd be like, okay, I like this guy. He kind of looks like a Minecraft character, but I like his stream. You know, I did a whole bunch of games. I kind of want to get back into the swing of streaming like I used to. I just have to figure out a rhythm of doing everything to get everything right. But the music's ended. Let's get to the game. Jumping into some last epic, which is actually surprisingly fun. It's a surprisingly fun game. I didn't expect much out of it when I started playing it. It was one of those things that was like, okay, this kind of looks like Path of Exile, right? And I was like, oh, there's only so many buttons. Oh, Diablo 4, you know? But it's been in development for like 3 years now, I believe. It's still in early access. A friend of mine picked it up because he was bored, and he was fiending ARPGs. I was like, okay, I'll play with you. And they have this great, it's actually a pretty good system that's like basically mapping, but it's timelines. So, you know, based on the name Last Epic, you're like a time traveler effectively. And well, I mean, you are a time traveler, and you go around fixing timelines and junk like that. What?
Yes. Don't lose your way.
What the hell? Hang on. I'm gonna read this. If you're going to... Really?
Don't lose your way.
What are we doing if we're going to take the busted horn from the wind guard? We need to be careful, as well as quick. Don't have much time. You should know better than anyone how swift you must be. Rhea's forces are heading this direction. The god hunter Argentus is approaching. It's a ridiculous title. You are correct. This is one thing that I like about this game too. So, like, the story, people are saying, oh, the story's not super strong and whatnot. I actually want to make a character that's just like a story character. I'm gonna go through, read the story, figure things out, see what's going on, kind of get a feel for the story, because it gives me Path of Exile vibes. It gives me Diablo, like Diablo-esque vibes, because it's a Diablo game, but like it's an ARPG. Diablo 2 basically defined ARPG. And then 3, it gives me Chrono Trigger vibes because of the time traveling and how cool they do it. And then 4, it actually gives me Link to the Past vibes, because you have to, sometimes you're in an area that you can't progress, or you have to go back in time to do something in that area and then head back to another timeline into the future where it's present. So it's like Link to the Past, Chrono Trigger, all in one. It's actually a very well designed game, because timeline stuff is very difficult to do. Hold on. I think this is because I'm in streamer mode. No? These are still white. I guess they just don't have textures on them. Yay, early access. Doesn't matter. Alright, let's get going. So I'm playing there's like 5 different classes in the game. There's the base is like a mage, and then there's like a primalist, which is like a barbarian druid type character. Good lord, there's a lot of dudes here. So there's rogue, there is sentinel, which is like paladin warrior type character. Same with Ocarina of Time too. It involved going back and forth to do certain things, such as obtain songs and such. Yeah, I mean, but the differences I think between Ocarina of Time and A Link to the Past and Chrono Trigger is that in Ocarina of Time, I believe you always have to head back to the Temple of Time to do the flow of time. So they go back and put the sword back into the pedestal, so you become a child, and then you go back and you draw it, so you're an adult. But that was more so. Time also affected Link's character. So when he drew the sword, not only was he going into the future, but he was also his body aged as well into the future, because when he grabs the sword, it locks him in the temple. Like it's weird. It's like some timey-wimey shit right there, right? So you grab the sword, it puts you in a stasis, it pushes you into the future, and then you walk out of the temple and the world's fucked. But you have the Master Sword and you're older. And then when you put it, it lets you reverse time and go back in time. Whereas in, I think, Link to the Past, you could actually portal in certain areas, which was the same thing with Chrono Trigger. Let's see, Manifuse, nope. This game also has really interesting items. It has really interesting builds. So right now, I'm a rogue. Rogue starts off with this cool looking passive tree. It just goes to the side here. As you put more points in, you unlock abilities, and as you unlock abilities, you get stronger, get more passives, and then there's active abilities at the bottom of the tree. So I decided to go rogue, which is blade and bow. We can solo bring up the fact that as a result of the actions in Ocarina of Time, there was 3 timelines created. Yeah, because it actually shows them off. And then it was the it was 2 timelines based off of the hero. I'm trying to remember, what were the timelines? Victory, defeat, and I guess never leaving, or never leaving the forest, or never drawing the sword in the first place, like abandoning the call. I'm trying to remember, because I know that there's Majora's Mask, which shows death of the hero, supposedly. It's like there's a lot of different theories behind the messaging of Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is actually one of my favorite ones, even though it was on the gameplay side, it could be a bit more intense than any of the other ones, like Ocarina of Time was. And then there's Wind Waker. That's a different timeline from the others. Well, it's on one of the 3 timelines. But I'm trying to remember, because they had like the 4 seasons. They had all the Game Boy games. There's so many different games that spawned off of that. Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. But I don't remember which ones. I used to be like deep into it and actually looking into which timelines were which, and what games are in each timeline. Oh my god, I hate when that happens. So this game's still in early access, so sometimes when you dash, you just get stuck. There we go. Rust Blades. I don't want Rust Blades. I need to get that out of the loot pool. But like I said, this game's very Path of Exile-esque. You have your passive tree, but with the Path of Exile ideology, you have skill gems that go into your skills. Or in this game, you don't need skill gems. They give you your skills, and you just choose a specialization for each skill. What skill do you want to specialize in? And you have to unlock each one, the last one being unlocked at 50. But as you can see, you start with your skill here in the middle, and you can basically... I have Umbra Blades here, and I chained it out so it changes how the blade, the weapon works. So before, you would just throw blades out and then you'd recall them, and they would spin, and then you would recall them, and then they would come back. This one turns it into a sword where you only throw one big umbral blade, and then on top of that, Cacophony of Steel creates a blade storm, so it just sits there and hovers and spins for a little bit, right? I can now make 3 active blade storms, but on top of that, this same ability, you know, juice up the blade storms, and Loathing slowly seeks out enemies. So if there was an enemy nearby, this sword would slowly seek out that enemy until it hit them. On top of that, the sword itself, I have specialized that it explodes. So it takes about a half a second to arm, and then the sword collides with an enemy, and when it collides, it deals damage, and then it explodes, which is awesome. And here it just gets more explosion damage. And this one right here allows it to stop at the area that I'm targeting. So before, when I would aim it, the sword would just go max distance, so it would go like right past the enemy, so I would just, you know, point in that direction and throw. But now I can set them on enemies if I want. That way, if I'm fighting in melee, I can set swords in my area and fight amongst them. Okay. So, being defeated, the hero's victory with either the Sacred Realm being protected, Child Era, and Ganon being straight up sealed. Okay. Right on. But yep. They do a really good job with this game. So they have like the Rogue is like swords, daggers, bows. I branched off in the Blade Dancer, so I'm full melee. Then they have Primalist, which is like, well, there's a fourth one or third advanced class, but you can't unlock it yet because it's not in the game yet. They have a mage, and then they have like a spell sword build where you can be like a melee magic user. They have a nuker, which is just a straight up like hard caster. I'd have to go to the thing and show you. And they have the acolyte, which can become your you know, necromancer, which is what a lot of people like. Your minion master type class with curses, damage over time, debilitating ailments. And then it's number 5. So Rogue, Primalist, Sentinel, Acolytes. What's the last one? I know there's a last one. There's another one. I can't think of it right now. I've honestly only played Rogue. But yeah, this Blade Dancer build is just based on like heavy, like building up evasion and stacks as I fight. And the stacks give me something called chance to have a glancing blow happen. So what happens is when someone hits you with a glancing blow, it just does 35% less damage. Just 35% less damage. Now I'm not sure if that's also spells, but I know for a fact that it is physical attacks. So what basically I have a high percentage of dodge, and what I don't dodge will more than likely hit me for only 35% of its actual damage, or reduced by 35%, so 65%, and then further reduced by my resistances. Not to mention that I also apply frailty to everything that I attack, so they also do less damage as I beat on them and they get more stacks. 6% per stack, which is nice. So as the longer a fight goes on, the less damage they can potentially do to me, which is nice.
Easy. Too easy.
I have like the ability on a lot of my attacks to execute enemies. So I'm pretty sure this has... What doesn't show it there? What is it? It just straight up Where was it at? Is it this one? That's this. 18%. So anything at 18%, 18% HP will instantly be killed, but it no longer inflicts bleed, which I don't need this to inflict bleed. And then this one is 16%. So an enemy over there that I'm like throwing these at, if he's like low, I can just dash through him and it kills him. Exact altar shows no signs of blessed harm. It's already been taken. Oh, that sucks. And then once you complete it, just like a map, you get loot afterwards. Usually there's another stone here that you can pop to get more loot. So you can keep the sort of the map cycle going. They have a really nice set of like inventory management they've set up. It's pretty good. A lot of their gearing too, like there's a lot of information on these items, but at first it seems very simplistic because you don't get that many abilities, and then you delve into how you can customize abilities and then how those abilities can effectively change in a lot of different ways. They can either operate how they are and just be better at doing what it does normally, or it can be augmented to do something completely different, and you can have a build that synergizes or is around that, and it's really cool. Now obviously that's very Path of Exile-esque, so if someone plays Path of Exile, they'll be very familiar with that. But for a like ARPG player that just comes into the game, that's looking for a good system, that's looking for something that's accessible while feeling very very customizable, that experience, I feel like this game is the one for them. Like, funny enough, as much as I played Diablo 4 during its beta, and it seems pretty simplistic, but obviously we only played up to like level 25, so you have no idea how the game's gonna feel like in game. It was the same thing with this game. You get into it in the beginning, it has a few skills, you have very few passive points, you're like, oh, it should be very simple. You're just running around, you're just killing everything. It feels super easy. And then as your build starts to awaken and things start to get more difficult, you start to feel that difference. Things start to pop you instead, or you start to take damage, and you need to learn how mitigation works. You need to start stacking elemental resists. You have to start getting either armor, evasion, or something that synergizes with your build. And it feels really good. They even brought back the Diablo 2 charm system, where you get basically charms of certain sizes, but they have their own inventory for them, which is good. And it's shaped a specific way, so it sort of forces you into, hey, you need to Tetris your way into using it efficiently. Let's see. Adult era results in the world being flooded in the ceiling of Hyrule after Ganon is resurrected. So goes into Wind Waker, PH and ST. What's ST? PH. Dude, stop it. Link to the Past. Oh, Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I've never played either of those. I heard they were good. Child Era leads to Majora's Mask and the execution of Ganon, which leads to Twilight Princess and FSA. And Hero's Defeat leads into the degradation of Hyrule and Link to the Past. Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of in the original games. Oh, Four Swords Avenger. And then there's the Oracle of Seasons. What was the other one? Oracle of what? Oracle of Ages. There we go. So yeah, they have a lot of different timelines with that game, which is really good.
Yes.
It brings about a lot of different storylines that keep people like hooked. More damage while wielding a sword. It's things like that keep me wearing pieces of gear that I'm probably going to have to change out. And then I usually don't sell anything. I usually just break it all down. It's a one-handed axe, but I don't use axes, and that's lightning pin. I don't use a lightning axe. So yeah, that's one thing about the crafting on here. So, like, let's say you put a piece of gear in here, and it actually, so the game takes the time to actually tell you, and this is one thing that I wish Path of Exile would do a lot more of inside of the game. It tells you what your prefixes and affixes are. It teaches you what implicits are. If you don't know what any of this shit is, here's a very nifty little UI that tells you prefixes are these, suffixes are these. You can have a maximum of 4 of them. Under specific editions, you can get more, and that's a bit more advanced. It shows you what the armor is, and then it teaches you, hey, these stats that are on your armor, that the way it comes, those are implicit stats. And that's what they roll with. Usually it's that main sort of meat of your armor, or weapon or item or whatever. And then up here it has forging potential. Now this one you can already see I have 0 forging potential, but if I did have any forging potential, even 1, I can mold this armor into different things. I can roll it, see if I can get different stats on it, see if I can craft it to something that's very usable for me. No, that's good. It's all good, man. I like Zelda. I need to get another capture card, and I need to get myself a Switch so I can play Switch games without having to take the Switch from Nova, and she can keep a Switch and we can play games together and stuff like that too. The thing is I pay for the family plan for the online thing, I believe. I think I still pay for it. And she doesn't really use the online thing, so I'm probably going to cancel it if it's not already canceled. But it's like once a year you pay, and it's very cheap. All supposedly a result in Breath of the Wild. So all of them seem to, all the timelines seem to converge, which is good. But I've noticed that it mostly is confirmed to be along the line of the child era, because Zelda mentions being adrift in time, confronting the twilight and such. We'll have to see if there's more things that converge then. Because if they reconverge the timelines, that'd be kind of cool. It says black coffee. Yeah, it's no problem being a Zelda nerd. Even if it's not on topic, I'll still talk about it because I like Zelda as well. I get some more stability. All right, search for the Lance of Herot. But they have pretty interesting enemies in this game, like enemies that take less damage.
With this power, I am unstoppable.
Really? Whoa, what the hell? These freaking siege monsters. You couldn't see on that one, but it says that it has high crits and high damage until approached. So the game is not completely melee biased, but it's not completely range biased either. So you can get away with playing a range class, but there are certain affixes on enemies that cause it to be more difficult. Like they take less damage from ranged, while being in melee, and using the melee ability on them will be deadly. Or they're deadly and they'll deal increased amount of damage until you actually engage them in combat and they take damage. Outcast gloves. Necrotic resistance. So I need to look around and see. I don't want to get those. Do I want more idols? I mean, I need more idols. Idols would be nice. 25%. Enemies have 25% increased health and focus on attacking players. That's another one that's interesting. So even minion builds can have its weaknesses, because you can run into elite monsters that will completely ignore your pets and just come after you because they focus on attacking players. Siege Spire. Life. Yeah, but I don't use fire for anything. Remedy. Not necessary to overstack. One thing that's really cool about this mapping system, though, is that it almost trains you to play hardcore, because if you die during one of these incursions, it just sends you back to lobby. Sends you back to the little map lobby there. Oh. I don't even know if Valley End's the whole thing. Think about it. We don't need that. Oh, that was weird. The first time I've ever had a freeze in this game. Let's get to 1/3 life and then stack endurance. Yeah, they got some crazy, like some wacky builds on here that I can go over. Oh, a set mace. I mean, probably don't even need it. Let's do the set saves on it. 25 to all resistances for minions. First damage. 25 to all resistance. Increased block effectiveness. As the last dagger plunged into Sinethia's body, he uttered a dying curse, sealing the fate of his assassins. Huh. Interesting. Holy crap. There. Put that away there. Like this. I'm gonna pick up these. Let's see what I got. Alright, right. I'm starting to get concerned with it because generally the title shows something important to the game. Tears of the Kingdom shows what appears to be an Ouroboros, which generally means a cycle. And with the islands floating in the sky now, it takes me back to Skyward Sword, where it was explained the islands rose as a result of a great calamity. Strangely, what the events in Breath of the Wild are called. And with Ganon looking a hell of a lot like Demise right now, it's got me all over, dude. Like, I don't mind talking shop about other games though.
Yes?
Especially Zelda. Zelda's one I can get behind. No, I'm not gonna make a sentinel. I'm not a bow build. With crit multiplier while dual wielding, but then it has bleed chance on bow. Make up your mind. A crit chance, get out of here. Stun avoidance, lightning resistance, armor shred, flurry, shadows, puncture, and throwing night and health.
Take care.
Ah, well. It'd be like that. In this timeline, Osprey's forces interfere with the retrieval of the Lance of Herat and take it for themselves. Defeat God Hunter Argentus and reclaim the Lance. What in the world? That is shorties. Nope, apparently not. I just have to deal with it. So, will you let me get stacks? Oh, they flicker before they go off. I like it. I can't believe these turrets are going off the whole time, dude. I don't like it. Ow, ow. I walked right back into that.
Not happening.
Ow!
You're just a human, a worm. I was supposed to be unstoppable.
Belt drop rate? Gloves? Completing a timeline in the monolith lets you choose one of several blessings. The power roll is selected at random. The blessing persists on your character both in and out of the monolith. Helmets? Belts? Or gloves? Helmets, belts, or gloves? Fuck it, I'll take belts. For now. Whoa, what is this thing? It's a broken sword. 100% chance to gain Deceive. For 15 seconds when you kill a rare or boss enemy with 83 melee and cold damage, 83% increased melee cold damage, or 86% increased melee cold damage, 8 health regen, and 148 freeze rate multiplier. Sounds OP. You can break this sword, Captain Pride. What's up, man? How's it going, Simon? Gloves for sure? I would have went with gloves, but I already have a good pair of gloves. And I can always change it later. You playing the new Honkai Star Rail? Not gonna lie, it was actually pretty fun. I actually played it for a little bit. And I was like, this is actually pretty interesting. I thought it was pretty good. There we go. Alright. What was this one? 70. Level am I? 68? That should be good to go. All enemies have 15% resistances. I could use more runes. Frenzy and haste on a hit. I might drop Genshin for it if it's solid. It seems more difficult as a game. Yeah, it seems more like a game, I guess is what is the word that you're looking for. I like the adventureness of Genshin, but it doesn't, it feels too like off of the factory press at this point. Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. It feels like a factory press at this point because you got health sponge enemies. The game's very simple, very easy, and that's even before you get to max level. You just how do you make things more difficult? Well, they just hit harder and they have way more HP now. Okay, so you're making me like, even if you have decent combos, you're still punished if you're not able to like roll any good combos. Especially if it comes down to the abyss. Yeah, that too. Like, I don't have any unkillable units though. Like, I don't have any. I have Noelle for one team, but I don't. And then Downer for the other, but that's it. Plus, I haven't played in a while, so. I kind of saw the writing on the wall with artifact grinding, and I thought artifact grinding was like the dumbest shit ever because there's no real gameplay there. It's just you grind and maybe you get lucky. Whereas games that have systems like that, i.e. Diablo, Path of Exile, Grim Dawn, all of these other games have ways of influencing what kind of gear that you get. Now, granted, it won't be perfect if it rolls like that, but yeah. And I don't... like, I understand what they're doing, but at the same time, it's like, it's stupid. Like, this isn't fun. Hopefully... Honkai Star Rail doesn't run into the same issues, but we'll have to see. It plays like an old school RPG, so it'd be hard to fuck it up. Honestly, it'd be easy to fuck it up too. Massacre Flesh are always like super high. More crit. Belts. Look at all these keybonds I'm killing, dude. They are literally keybonds. Like, not even kidding. They throw rocks, they cast lightning bolts, and they breathe fire. They're called Skullens. Hey, look. Literally Cubone. Just throws rocks. That's not even what I'm looking for. See, apparently you can go in on break as long as you've got the element. It's easy to break spam enemies for damage. Yes it is, dude. Oh my god.
Not happening.
You definitely can't play that game if you have epilepsy. Game over. Shrine boots, hold up. What do those have on them? What's the implicit? Movement speed and reduced duration of stuns received. Interesting. Dagger of stone, chittin. Or chitin. The only thing that sucks is the freaking plus the poison damage. I don't like it. But you don't get implicits off of stuff when you break them down, so it doesn't matter. I'll just push. Pull the level out of there. What do we want to put this point in? More melee crit multiplier of building. Stolen type of stamina. Oh yeah. Alright. Trash. Trash. What's my tithe got on it right now? Cold and fizz resist. All resistances while channeling. This count as a channeling ability? No. It does not. It's just different skills. Nothing I have is channeling.
Yes.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this game too is if you look at the stuff here, gear sells for like literally nothing. Like these sell for something, right? 200, but these are like 92, 25. It's almost not even worth to pick up gear unless you need it for some reason.
Take care.
That being to break it down for
Yes.
shards, so you can craft up your own gear, or
Take care.
like it's kind of nuts. Like my armor and my dodge are like complete booty boo boo right now. Yeah, I don't understand why anything else would be. Yeah, it does say that. How? Armor doesn't. Armor's just the same mitigation. But how did my boy miss this? I think my boy's blind. So he's like. So resistances aren't affected by a level, but dodge is. Dodge and block effectiveness are the same thing. But it wouldn't make any sense that other defensive effectiveness isn't reduced by enemy levels. Affix shards. Rare enemies regenerate health? Really? Is that necessary? Is that really necessary? Mark of Death. I hate Mark of Death. Pretty sure that's yep, reduction to resistances. Glyphs. What's that? Affix shards. Affix shards. I'll take more affix shards, whatever. Silent main character again though makes some dumbass gesture. She kind of has a voice. Or he or she kind of has a voice depending on what the protagonist is that you pick. Like sometimes they say things, but I don't know. Nope, only in cutscenes. Oh. Lucky leather belt. Simon, I think you'd like this game though if you ever played if you haven't played Last Epic. It feels that build niche that you always want to try. Like there's always a new build to try, a new way to be OP. That's something I want to try. Is I want to make a meatball build that's like super tanky, but they have this stat called endurance. Check this out. So what endurance does is it reduces damage dealt to your health below your endurance threshold. So when your health hits a specific threshold, you enter endurance zone and you get an additional damage reduction while you're in that zone. So you can make like a low health build and make like your damage reduction stupid high while within that endurance area. So when things hit you, they do like no damage, but then you do like monster damage. It's like it's supposed to be disgusting. Like I know that Blade Dancer actually has all in, and then you get Death's Door. So low health. What constitutes low health? It doesn't tell me here. It usually does. You can go to the game guide and find out. Terminology. Low health is anything considered low health 35% maximum health remaining. So you could get like crazy endurance at 35% of your HP, like get a bunch of health and then make like that 30% mark, like maybe like 900, get enough endurance to cover that, and then get endurance percentage to have an additional ridiculous amount of damage reduction. So while you're at that health level, you're just a monster. You're unkillable. I doubt it'd be unkillable, but I'm pretty sure you could probably make yourself pretty unkillable. Alright, keep your necrotic damage to yourself, brother. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Everyone likes spiders, right? The rest of the stuff off of there. If I can. Yeah, a buddy of mine has been fiending freaking Diablo 4, so he ended up buying this. And so he wouldn't play alone. I went ahead and bought it myself, so I was like, oh, I guess I'll give it a try. Winged Blade, what the hell does that do? What's a two-handed sword? No point in me worrying about it. Hey, what's up, Hannah? And Cuddleby? Cuddleby, you just not followed? That's it, I'm banning you. Man, not much. Not much at all. I haven't streamed in like a hot minute, so I figured I'd stream. Higher resistance, bleed chance on hit. I'm just messing with you, Cuddleby. How's it going? How you doing, B? I'll be doing better once I start my job on Monday, a new job. But I'm doing a lot better. I think mentally I'm doing a lot better. Just retail, let me tell you, don't work it for 7.5 years. Never do it. I thought I was like, you know, because I was a pharmacy technician, and I was gonna have some opportunities to do something more. And I waited around for 7.5 years, and I wouldn't say wasted. I had the experience. You know, you can put it on a resume. You know, that's about it. Take that experience, go elsewhere. Easy kill. Wait, that was the boss? Oh, I didn't know that's what I was looking for. I was just kind of roaming around killing things. In this economy, the funny thing about it though. Where's your better half? She's at work. She's at work where she belongs. You thought I was gonna say the kitchen, huh? I need to join your Discord, Hannah, and post all the delicious things I've cooked. Since I haven't been working, I've been cooking like crazy. Was the cashier moved up to IT for the company? Hell yeah, that's what's up. That's what I'm thinking about doing is IT. Like, cornering that. I wanted to go somewhere where I can learn more. I ended up finding a pharmacy that's a closed-door pharmacy. Services long-term care facility, so I don't have to deal with speaking to anyone except for my coworkers and my boss. You know, managers or managing, supervising employees or whatnot. And, they're gonna teach me how to do sterile compounding, which is pretty cool. Whoa, I got two legendaries? Thought I hadn't locked yet, man. Guess I didn't need that glove up. Picture capture? Oh. We talk a lot about 2D boys. Oh god, in Discord. Pharmacy makes good pay. Well, I mean, I was already in pharmacy retail, so I was working for CVS as a pharmacy technician. What's wrong with my capture, by the way? Capture up. I don't see anything wrong with it. Hold on. Does it look different on Strum? No? No? So what I was gonna do is I was gonna study to take a A+ network security and move on from there. Like my chat capture or something. Pause that. Ad starts in 7 minutes and 15 seconds. It's back now? Oh my god, why don't you refresh the channel? You're killing me. Alt tab. What is this? This game is Last Epic. It almost, like, it reminds me of what friggin' Path of Exile 2 would be. But yeah, it's a lot like Path of Exile. I was gonna pop out and look at these other classes to see what I was missing. What was I missing? One doesn't just simply log out of the game, clearly, apparently. Made Meatwad the acolyte so I could summon walls of meat. So yeah, Sentinel, Rogue, Mage, Primalist, Acolyte. Yeah. So Acolyte can be a Necromancer, Lich, and a Warlock. They don't have Warlock in yet. Primalist looks almost like a Barbarian, Beastmaster, Shaman. I guess Beastmaster would be like a warrior with an animal. I heard that he was kind of doo-doo though from a friend. Shaman's supposed to be all like totems and elemental magic, winds, earth, fire. Like, I want to try that. That sounds pretty cool. I'm still gonna try everything. Like, the more, it's Diablo 2 but newer, right? I don't know, man. They did my boy Paladin wrong. He looks kind of like a basketball player rather than a Paladin warrior. He's like super skinny. I feel like he's gonna dunk on me. But they actually have pretty cool. So they have Paladin, obviously. My buddy made a Void Knight. He was hitting things with a racing strike, and he was like, "This shit actually erases stuff from existence." It's kind of funny. Forge Knight's pretty cool. Fire, steel, smiting. And then I've got Sorcerer and Spell. He has a Spellblade right now too. He just runs around and bashes things. Rune Master's not in the game yet. I want to try Falconeer. That'd be cool. And I'm trying to make a Necromancer build I'm thinking about, but I don't know, man. Lich seems freaking insane too. A Reaper form? Question mark? Take on the Mantle of Death itself and transform into a Reaper, temporarily gaining the Reap ability. While in Reaper form, your health regeneration does not apply and your health decays over time. When your health reaches 0, instead of dying, you transform back into human form and are healed to full health. That is some, I was gonna say that's some Guild Wars stuff, but kinda. Because Guild Wars has that Lich form. Broken, right? Everything in this game feels like it's freaking broken. Dread Shade. Your minion's health is drained for 3% of its max every second. The shade is active, but it and your minions around it deal 10 necrotic damage with spells and attacks. A 50% increased necrotic. Oh, Symbol Abomination. Hold the ability key to channel to absorb minions in a moderate area. When you release, summon a single hulking abomination with added health and more damage per minion absorbed. The abomination's health decays increasingly fast over time. Huh. Instead of being cookie cutter, play it safe BS. Feels like it's made to have fun with. Yeah, for sure. That was one thing. So I tried to like play Rogue very cookie cutter. I tried playing with a bow, and I was like, oh man, bow kind of sucks. But you are basically Keen. You can become basically Keenan from League of Legends. You can have you can dart around with shift and throw lightning shurikens at things. I'm not even kidding. Because you can convert all of your shurikens into lightning damage, and you can throw a whole shit ton of them. You can have them spiral away from you, or you can just throw them in an area. And then you can turn into freaking Slark by throwing down a smoke bomb. I wonder if you can get it to follow you. So you do like the Akali thing, you can throw down a smoke bomb, blinds all of your enemies, and grants you haste while you're in it. Like, it's a little ridiculous. Oh no. Oh! Girlfriend's like, and I'm like, what did you do? I don't know who she pulled on Nikki. I haven't played the game in a minute. But anyways, I want to make... She pulled Dorothy. She's new. So on her free, she did her free 10 pull, a new Nikki banner, and she pulled Dorothy. Got 2 copies and 40 summons. Nice. Big PP. But I went to 130 summons? Oh god. No. She's like, maybe I'll get D-Luke. And I'm like, nah, you're never gonna get D-Luke. Like, it's not gonna happen. I did a single normal ticket and got a Noah. Fucking jailmated me with that pilgrim showing up. Heard you baited you. That's funny. 70. Fall of the Empire, Reign of Dragon. Wait. Holy crap. How many areas are there left here? Ending the Storm, the Last Ruin. Maybe it's the last epic. Question mark. Interesting. You got commercial breaks? Oh no! I mean, you could always fix that problem, you know? It's an ancient error. What did I forget here? Oh. Yeah, the ad breaks are brutal now, dude. I really don't have much control over them other than setting up a schedule, which I've done. I use the ad manager. You can snooze them, you can manually use them, and it will remove, hold on, what does it say? I guess it means it'll remove the ad that'll play. Twitch is run by dumb fucks. How hard is it to just put ads above the chat? Fucking clowns. Because they get ad blocked. Oh, you guys is you ad block. Chance to dodge. How much of a chance? Not very high. Or in the corner of a screen. Yeah. And there's a lot of things that they could do that they don't do. Good night. I need to get more crit and then more damage without sacrificing much of what I have. Though maybe I should use my throwing blade some more. Resist necrotic damage, but it also deals necrotic damage. This is not void damage. Void's my lowest, Void is my lowest resistance. Now the profane flesh. Hope it is necrotic resist, right? No, void resist. Not only do I not have resistances all maxed out, but I don't have gear to craft on. It makes it increasingly difficult to find something that's worth it to craft on. We gotta get really lucky. My belt's kind of poo-poo doo-doo. Hoping I can get something better for that slot. It doesn't have any resistance on it, right? It does. It has necrotic resistance 27. Of a bitch. I feel like a necrotic and void belt. I'm too worried about fire. You can avoid fire by just not standing in fire. Excuse me? You just walk right over that. I didn't realize I could walk over that until I ran up it. It's supposed to turn around. Try to make non-intrusive. Yeah. People seem to think that, oh man, you know, smaller creators or people that are trying to gain a following, they're not hurt by these ads, and it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, if you're trying to figure out if you want to watch somebody, sometimes getting a wall of like 6 30-second ads, or 8 30-second ads, or 10 30-second ads, it's like, It's a frustrating thing. That's why I also stream on YouTube, because it's like, you know, you can get so YouTube has an overarching, you buy this package, you don't get ads on the entire site. It's like YouTube Live or something like that. It's like, I mean, not YouTube Live, but Premium, I guess. And you don't get ads on anything, but the creators still get money as if, you know, ads are playing. So it's like, why not do something like that? Why make it the word you don't get any ads? I don't know, maybe they're not just like making enough money off of those subscriptions because there's not enough people that actually watches their content, like overall. Plus, it has terrible discoverability of video, like storing and editing. Like, it should be rivaling YouTube and Rumble as far as like storing VODs and stuff like that. But Twitch hasn't improved since for several years, and actually it's regressed because they added in the rerun replay system, right? And then they used to have a system where you could create, where you can still create collections, right? And you have these collections and they save, whereas your VODs, they just go, they go off into ether somewhere. Fuck it, right? You if you want to keep something, you make a highlight of it, right? But then they have these systems that, when you had these collections, you didn't have to stream from your PC. You could just set up a rerun like you were watching live TV on your channel, and you just put like it's a rerun on there or something, like you would put it in the title. But people would be like, would join the channel and be like, oh, is this live? Oh, I didn't look at what the bot said. I didn't look at the title. I don't read, you know, stream titles, so I didn't see it was a rerun. But people still do that even to today. So instead of keeping that feature, they got rid of it, and then they force you to stream your own reruns. Like, it's just, I'm getting heated. Come here, Ace. 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 Get up. Come here. Quit dragging yourself along the carpet. Get up. Come here. Come on. You're being a pain in the ass. Man. I swear to God. This little asshole. Look at this little asshole. Thanks, YouTube, for taking it away from me. I got videos getting 6K views and I'm still not monetized on YouTube. Getting 1,000 subs is a fucking stupid condition. I feel ya. I feel ya. Look at this. This is my son. People watch the video, they don't sub. It's dumb as shit. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Yeah. Freaking cat, man. Like, he was literally laying on the carpet and like he'd lay and stretch out and then he would like claw himself towards me. I'm like, just get up, you idiot. Just get up and make your way here. Close call, huh? Poison resistance. Can't treat poison like chaos resistance. Just over time, you don't really get hit with a glob of poison. Sometimes you do, though. Come here. You're going back on the ground. Too much of a hassle. Keep him in my lap.
Yes?
What resistance? Poison resistance. Physical resistance. It's an 8. An 8 on this thing. It also has a large amount of dodge. Not very much forging either. Rogue's Brigand armor. Turtle. Why does it have to have detonating arrow on it? Son of a bitch. Physical and necrotic resistance. Increase crit strike necklace. I mean, I could lose the... Like, if I could get this with crit strike roll on it, and anything but throwing, like, I can get rid of throwing. Like, a new neck would be nice. Throwing, dodge rating, I can get rid of that. I just need something with strong innate.
Yes?
Yeah, this isn't gonna cut it. I don't want any of those because those hats are all bow damage, aren't they? Yeah, bow and throwing attacks, bow attack speed. They're all bow centric. Shred armor, all resistance while channeling. I don't channel. Endurance would be nice, but nah. Crit and poison chance. Probably break that one down. Healing effectiveness is actually useless. It only works on healing from potion or from spells. It doesn't affect anything else. Can't use that. Lightning resistance. 2% to all elemental resistance. I don't know. Crit strike dodge. Like, that's pretty nice, but not big. It is innate crit strike. Dodge rating. Rusted swords are all more than likely like just trash. I don't use bows. That's trash. Trash. Yeah, everything I got was trash except for this one. Trash. Physical damage, but I don't need poison resist. Ooh, increased leech rate though. Physical damage, health regeneration. What does this have on it? Cold resist, physical resist. I could stand losing cold resist. Physical resist would hurt a lot more. Yeah. Cold. Oh no, I can't stand like use cold. I can lose some physical, but I don't want to. I think is the thing. And those are both. Yeah, those are both suffixes. So these are both. No, one's a suffix. Health regen. Physical damage. Poison resistance. Like it would give me. It would be well rounded. Lose dexterity. I would want dexterity and I would want a resistance. I don't know. I think it would just take too much to turn this into something. Rerolls all implicits. Discovery, removal. 1 and 2. Damn. And it used all of the forging potential. Damn. Oh well.
Take care. Yes.
Go ahead and sell it. Shattering. Cold and fire resist. I can probably take 17 armor away, but that's fine. Actually, overcaps me on most of that. 7 necrotic. 7, 15. I could probably get away with dropping some damage if I could see some resistances. Necrotic. Void. Yeah, I would give up 33% increased damage for survivability. Don't know if that's worth. Almost say it's probably not, but gives me a little bit more necrotic. Fire. Things will start hitting harder. Ooh, rare helmets. What's that item? Enemies have a chance to dodge right now. It's not bad. Enemies have 60% increased health and damage. Whatever. Jeez Louise. It didn't really hurt my damage too much. A little bit of survivability out of it. Raining. It rained like crazy today. Okay. Glacial Ruby Ring of Blocking. Zal Coat of Embers. Maybe. Crit Avoidance. Def Katana. Critical Strike Multiplier. Level 70. Are you kidding me? Okay, whatever. You get like more gear with like different implicits on it. It sort of feels better. Sometimes it's good gear. Like, I didn't know the 70 bracket had like katanas. Buddy mentioned the other night that as you level up and you get to higher brackets, there's different gear that opens up to you. So it is definitely beneficial to keep leveling and pushing content in this game. Void resistance, trash, trash, lightning res, trash, trash, cold res, but I don't need cold res right now. 100% more damage while wielding a dagger. 43, go to 43%, that's insane. Physical resistance. 16% increased area with dancing strike. 73 dodge rating if hit recently. I actually might get rid of these. These aren't that great. It's like increased crit strike chance per sword, but it's not much. It's like a 4% crit increase.
Easy. Too easy.
The more I attack something too, the higher my crit chance on it because of crit, reduce their critical avoidance. Oh my god, why did it have to be while wielding a bow? Why couldn't it be while wielding a sword? Or a dagger? Anything. Cat's trying to figure out how to open the door. He'll find himself the answer. Ad's about to start. I think what I'll do is I will run an ad and then go AFK for just a second. You need help? Need help getting out? Let's see what I got. Runes. Can you get rings? Oh, this is nice. Ward retention. That's cool. Elemental resistances, increased elemental damage and lightning damage, and increased health regeneration. Be nice if I was looking for that.
Yes.
That's not very good. Holding a dagger. So bad. No.
Take care.
Let me check these out. We add the pop soon, so I'm gonna run AFK real quick. You guys don't miss anything. Alright. I'll be right back. Come on, Ace. Outside, let's go. Yeah, I definitely need to I definitely need to get a breakfast blend coffee. Get a nice zero sugar sun kiss. Like that bitter ass taste in my mouth. Alright, where are we going? For the set item. Enemies have a chance to dodge. Get 47 from here. 25% increased item rarity. I dig it. That's a dead end. Are you kidding me? Gotta be debated any harder? Marauder's Falchion. Soulfire Bastion key. Rejuvenating stolen tithe of hope. Maybe.
Easy. Too easy.
Philosopher's Stone's on? Oh yeah, a really cool thing about this game is this. It has its own built-in loot filter that you can customize. You don't have to download some Neversink or anything like that, which is cool. It was cool to have those available on Path of Exile, but inside the game here, you can actually make your own loot filter rules. I thought that was one of the coolest things too.
Die, human.
There's a lot of things that I was just impressed with. Like at first I was just kind of like, meh. And then, you know, after the fact I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. But this thrower is insane. Not as insane as I thought they were, though. Damn. The one thing I really like about this build that I'm playing is like, I didn't even have to look it up or anything like that. I just went straight into playing it. And the melee attacks of my auto basically move me around the enemy, so I don't have to really worry about timing dodge. Excuse me, any mistimed dodges or anything like that. Now, if I mistime a dodge or something like that, I'll just dash, right? I'll get the hell out of dodge. But normally I can just kind of stick on somebody and kind of like click myself around. Which is one thing I really enjoy about this build. There's probably a build out there, a build guide or something that would like optimize what I'm doing. Like, I don't have full utilization of all of my abilities in a rotation, mostly because I don't want to tap myself. In this game, there's no mana potions. It's almost like a stamina bar, right? And if you use too many abilities, it puts you in the negatives, and all you can do is kind of run around and look at the enemy. Because I could like tap myself. It's kind of hard to, because my regeneration keeps up with just my regular skill use. But as you can see, I can go into the negatives, and then my abilities are just unavailable. But it allows you to do that. Now, that's if you have like 1 mana. It allows you to use the mana cost, but it puts you into the negatives. Kind of like a last-ditch effort to do something, but if you do this, it's going to exhaust your character. Just something I find rather cool, personally. Set amulet, critical strike chance, freeze, snap freeze. Huh. It's interesting. Hmm. %, physical damage, armor, stun avoidance. Oh, I gotta love it. So do like void and cold resist. Void and physical. Throwing in dodge rating with both doo-doo. Lose too much crit. I'm losing that. I need another one of these.
Yes.
So no, I want to keep that. No, no, I don't. Detonating arrow, 115 armor. Jesus Christ. Physical res. Thick in some ways. Let's go with the discovery. What do we get? I can't upgrade any of those either. Kind of lame. Kind of lame. It's alright. Level of acid flask. Attack speed. I'm just gonna brick it. Now, what I really want to do here, I want to can't roll anything on anything else, right? This is forging potential. So I'm overcapping lightning. Maybe I could roll it into something else, like another resistance, or let's say suffixes. You roll it into anything else. Health would be nice. Dodge rating, armor, shit like that. There's a lot of things I could get. Hybrid health would be a nice one too. Where's that rune at? No, it's a not a rune, it's a glyph. Glyph of chaos. Elemental resists 7 to everything. It got better. It means I can shave off elemental resists elsewhere. I want to see here though. Chance to blind, chance to chill. What else could I get in this? Suffixes, chance, any of these other chances. Chill is a meh. Heal on kill, heal on melee hit, shred armor, frailty, increased stun chance. Like anything else would, it doesn't matter really. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter what I get. Modifies the outcome of a craft when upgrading an affix. I don't understand that. Prevents the roll of an affix within its range changing when upgraded? So it won't go below where it's at? I don't understand that. I don't get it. Has a chance to seal an affix instead of upgrading it. The sealed affix is moved to its own slot, leaving its old slot open for you to add a new affix. I can't forge it at all? Oh wow, okay.
Take care.
Gotcha. Alright. What's on my belt again? Necrotic resistance. Physical damage. Those are my two main things. Necrotic resistance and physical damage. Oh, the plated belt adds armor. What's the name on this one? Nothing. Okay. How old is this belt? Level 51? There's no way it's level 51. Probably from upgrades. We've had this belt for a while, I feel like. Runes. Runes would be nice. How about that? Rare helmets. Runes. Frenzy. Scepters. Glyphs. Frenzy haste. And that's the kind of thing that gets me roped into this game, is the fact that like I'm just looking at gear like that and it's just like, what can I do what can I do with this? Really? I didn't realize it was a shard thing. This chaos. Ranger belt? Yeah. Flames the mace. Eviscerating flames the mace. Glory. Titan femur. Rejuvenating Ruby device. Fire resistance and 8. Cast speed. Arc scepter. More shards. Oh, that was a bow. Really? I mean, I can always roll it up and then roll it off. So like I can roll onto it. Like, let's say I can do it here while I'm here. So like, let's say I want to do something. Well, I don't have increased damage for wielding a bow. So let's say I want to do this. Take the 50-50, and then we can throw a glyph of hope, so it hopefully doesn't use any fortune potential, and we hit the button, and then maybe it zaps it all, maybe it doesn't, and maybe it gives us what we want. Nope, it did not give us what we wanted. I'll pull it off for future things. Goodbye. We're getting armor. And the glyph of removal is a little bit better than the glyph of shattering, because it doesn't destroy the entire item, and you get like full shards. Like you're guaranteed to get full shards. You can shatter things and not get shards of stuff that's on the armor. And so I was like, I'm gonna take the 1 and 2, see if I lose the 50-50 coin flip. And I did. It is what it is. Hey, watch where you're throwing that rock, homie. This suit takes like no damage. There's a lot of HP. Exile's hat. The innates on that are for bows or throwing. Just pain in the butt, actually. What is it? Throwing and bow damage? Yeah. Is it just damage with a bow, or oh, it is bow damage? Like just increased damage with your bow. Use a bow skill or something. Ooh. Controlling profane flesh. Chop, chop, chop. I like the finesse of this rogue class, though. Like the way it just, you're literally dancing through enemies. Exile Coat of Life. Always rerolling presents. I didn't say that. Katana of Sleet. Apply. Will you stop doing that? Stop! Oh my god. Those are crows look like killer seagulls, dude. Goal the goal. Fire damage, fire resistance. Alright, I think with that, I'm actually going to call it. been in 2 good hours. I just want to get back to streaming a little bit. I might stream this evening, but I need to take care of some things. I'm gonna get something to eat, do some things, maybe make a run to the store. It's kind of raining right now. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Easy peasy. Yeah, you know, like a re-debut. I'm back. 2 hours of stream. Yeah. But anyways, I have this thing that I've been wanting to try, and it's basically an ending screen for my stream. So stay tuned, check it out. I'm gonna see if I can find somebody to host while it's running, and then you know, feedback. You can always give feedback and stuff in the suggestions area of the Discord, and I think there's like a feedback thing at the bottom of the stream too. So about to start an ad. Snooze that. About the Dipset. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.